This video is about analysis. Analysis, if you're looking at your whole paragraph, goes after the evidence. So your paragraph goes claim, context, evidence, and then analysis at the very end. Your analysis explains how the evidence or quote proves your claim. So basically, it makes a connection between this piece of evidence and the claim up here. Steps to write analysis. Number 1, you're going to explain it. Summarize the quote in your own words. 2, you're going to break it down. Pick out specific words, phrases, or images to analyze in the quote. Then 3, you're going to tie it back. Explain how the quote proves your claim. Again, you're explaining how your quote, your evidence, proves your claim. I'm going to go over an example analysis. Here's your claim. The claim is figurative language helps us better understand characters. So this is the sentence that we want to prove. And here's the quote. George says, no, he ain't, but he's sure a hell of a good worker, strong as a bull. So now I'm going to write analysis for this quote. The first step of analysis is explain it. I want to summarize the quote in my own words. So I'm going to say, in this quote, George tells the boss that even though Lenny doesn't talk, he is a good worker, or he is a strong worker. Okay, so I did step 1, which is summarize the quote. Now I'm going to do step 2, which is break it down. I'm going to pick out a specific word or phrase from the quote and analyze that. Okay, so I'm going to say, Steinbeck uses the simile strong as a bull to compare Lenny to a bull in order to show his extreme strength. The image of a bull may also have a slightly negative tone because it is used to describe people who are big and strong, but also stubborn. This hints at how Lenny sometimes gets stuck on one thing the way someone who is stubborn might. Okay, so I just did step 2. Notice it wasn't just one sentence, but I picked out a specific phrase from the quote, and that was strong as a bull, and I analyzed that quote in terms of Lenny's character, which relates back to the claim. Now I'm going to do step 3, which is tie it back. I'm going to explain how the quote proves the claim about how figurative language helps us better understand characters. So I'm going to say here, the simile to compare Lenny to a bull, helps us have a better understanding of Lenny's physical characteristics of being strong, and also his personality of being stuck on things. Okay, personality of being stuck on things. Okay, so now I'm going to reread this, and I'm going to check to make sure it has all 3 parts. Summarize the quote, break it down, and tie it back. Okay, in this quote, George tells the boss that even though Lenny doesn't talk, he is a strong worker. Okay, that is explaining the quote. Steinbeck uses the simile strong as a bull to compare Lenny to a bull in order to show his extreme strength. The image of a bull may also have a slightly negative tone because it is used to describe people who are big and strong, but also stubborn. This hints at how Lenny sometimes gets stuck on things the way that someone who is stubborn might. Okay, so this is all step 2. Break it down. The simile to compare Lenny to a bull helps us have a better understanding of Lenny's physical characteristics of being strong, but also his personality of being stuck on things. Okay, so now that's our last step, where I tie this quote back to the claim about how figurative language, so here I say simile, helps us better understand the characters, and that's talking about Lenny's physical characteristics and his personality. So I've done all 3 steps of writing analysis.